think we just live, baby. So, Tottenham are back at it. I'm back. Another week. I know I missed last week. I got busy. Working multiple jobs, blah, blah, blah. No one cares. Game week 1 is back, and we are here. This is the most exciting time of the season when it feels like, I don't know, for me it always feels like we got a chance again, you know? This is my chance for top 50K. That's what I feel like going into every year. But right now I'm not off to the hottest start, but honestly not too bad. I got some blanks on here. Why I chose to go with a Tottenham keeper is beyond me. And hold up, they got a good play building up. And right on cue. Oh, okay, I thought they were going to hit that. Why I went for a Tottenham keeper, I do not know. They look so bad right now. Brentford is looking great, developing the play well. Man, hope everybody's having a good week. I know we still got another game left. We got a few things to go. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Off to a hot start. And if you're not, take a breath. Take a little breather. And don't make any quick reactions. Do not make those quick moves. Well, sometimes it works though. This bottle's not even open. All right. Looking at my team, there's a couple things I wish I would have done. Number one, being great ball into James Madison there. Swings it across, ain't nobody there. I mean, good switch, I guess. Sorry, Tottenham game's going on at the same time. We'll have a little live watch while I'm also doing FPL and Brentford with clearance. Okay. Overall, the biggest mistake that I think that I did was bringing in Maguire. I do think it was still a good decision overall, just based off of their fixtures. But I didn't want him the whole time. I didn't want any United defense. And then at 10:20, you go, you know what? That fixture just looks too good. And I went and threw him in. I originally had, I think it was Rodon. I had a Leeds defender in there, which would have worked out really nice for game week 1. But that's all right. That happens. We move. But other than that, Calafiori came out hot. Clean sheet and an assist there. Zolis, he's looking at 6.5 mil for a Arsenal starting left winger. That's too good of a price. Balled out the last couple seasons. Granted, not in the Premier League. Oh my gosh, that's got to be something. Yeah, good call. I thought, it's always nerve-wracking having someone come to the Prem and how well are they going to do. I've gotten burnt in the past. Bringing somebody in and being like, okay, this guy's going to be a dude, and then he just ends up just blanking, right? Happens all the time. But I figured I'd take a chance at a 6.5 mil left winger playing for Arsenal. How could it go wrong? So, overall, not the worst start. I think I'm sitting at 5 mil overall. I still have 2, 4, 5 guys to go. DCL blanking hurts, but I'm not even too upset with that one. Just because he still has such a great run of fixtures to go. I'm not worried about it. He had a .13 expected goal, which is not good, and maybe I will. It's funny because last time I was streaming, I was like, you know what? DCL's underlying stats outside of 1, maybe 2 seasons kind of shocked me, and I took him out of my lineup. But there wasn't really anybody else I went, so I'm sticking with them. If you want me to review your team, just throw your team code into the description or your team ID, and I'll throw it onto the chat, and we'll discuss it here. Andy Robertson in a Tottenham jersey just will never feel okay. But yeah, this is where I'm at. Not captaining Bruno. Worked. Did not think I was going to pay off. Maguire, did he get a yellow card then, I'm assuming? Yeah. Or 2 goals conceded. Maguire, he still has a great run of fixture, so I'm not too upset with it. Kinski, again, why did I get a Tottenham keeper is beyond me, right? But that's just kind of where we're at. I still have good hope for Anderson tomorrow. I think he's going to play all right. I'm excited to see what the Chelsea boys do up top. I'm excited to see what Rodgers and Joao Pedro have in store for tomorrow. Specifically with Morgan Rodgers. New team, he got thrown right into the starting lineup last game. He probably won't play all 90, but does he need to play all 90? No. He can still do well, get some goal involvement. So I still think, we'll see what happens with Rodgers. I'm really excited to see that. That's a clean-looking jersey, too. Clean-looking kit. But going for Haaland, at least at the short term right now, I'm pretty happy about. Because I know a lot of people are going with the no Haaland right before the kickoff. He dropped down to 69% selection. If I'm not, 69. Nice. Which overall, honestly, considering how high he was. Anyway, any questions, get them in. Any concerns, get them in. You want me to check out your team, check them out. Let me check it out. I only got like half an hour today, not too long. I'm normally going to stream Sundays, but I'm golfing tomorrow. I don't know how much time I'm going to have for Sunday. So we out here. Okay, I went with Van Dijk as well. It's like a late game week 1 selection. I went with Van Dijk. I just thought that with DEFCON and new manager, I think Liverpool can be really good this year. I think he's just going to just tick, 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 boom, all season. All right. So let me look at who I think are going to be big players to bring in. Enough of my team, because no one, well, I was going to say nobody really cares, but enough of my team. This is where I'm at right now. I'm at like 20 points. Unless Kinski can find a way to get more saves, which I don't think so at this point. Actually, let me refresh it. He might have gotten some extra. He did. Yeah! 2 points from Kinski, baby. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I'm sitting at 4.8 million now. This is what my team looks like. I'm going to go into who I think are going to be the big people to bring in, right? Hopefully it still looks good on the screen as I do this. I want to go to the FDR first. I feel like this is going to be cut off half of it, so I'm going to try to slide it over if possible. So please bear with me as I do this. It's going to be hard on the screen. But Arsenal have a tough 2 fixtures, but that's all right. They're Arsenal. I don't think if you're bringing in Tzolis, I get it, and I would too. But outside of him, I don't think there's really anybody else in Arsenal. If you haven't already been looking and if you've already been convinced of these first 2 out of the 3 game weeks not to bring him in, I would kind of stick to that. If not, then yeah, Tzolis looks good. Ben White, yeah, but I'd pump the brakes on that for me. Oh, that's a great cross, great punch, and a horrible shot. Good Lord. Brentford look good. Okay. Villa got Arsenal this week. And then they got a good run. It'll be interesting to see from there. But I can't talk on them because I haven't seen them play yet. I'll switch to live chat. I don't know why it always switches that. All right. I am really happy with how Brentford looks. I think that Thiago should have been one that I should have brought in. I know he was expensive, and I know he missed a pen today. And thank goodness he missed a pen because I would have been upset if I didn't bring him in. I know he's expensive, but he's definitely one to look at here with Leeds, Sunderland, and Bournemouth moving forward. And honestly, overall, I think that Brentford just have... Okay. I think that Brentford just look good today. I'm trying to decide whether Tottenham's going to be a dang near relegation team again this season. But they did not... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I got away with that. But they didn't look like a team that's spent all that money and said we're not going through this again. It looks like they will. I'm pulling up some Brentford players here. Sorry, one sec. I'm going through Brentford players here to see who I think is the ones to bring in. Sangare looked really good. Is he on for DEFCON right now too? He is. He's at 12 points. I think he's probably the number 1 player. Let me bring him up here. He looked so good today. Boom! Boom, boom. Corner comes in. Get up. Great clearance. Yeah. Sangare looks so good today. 0.37 expected assists. So 0.4 expected goal involvement today. And that's final from Tottenham. Lose 3-0 at home at Brentford. All right. Well, Sangare had 0.4 expected goal involvement today in 75 minutes. He also had 12 defensive contributions, 12 DEFCON. So he got a point there. I don't know where it says here. I don't know why it's tripping on that. Maybe I'm chipping. But he looks really nice. He looks really nice. He's only 5.5 mil. So if you're looking for that 5.5 mil player, he is one that I would definitely look at. He might be the enabler we've all been waiting for. Dude, you are not lying about United. What's up, man? You're not lying about United. I thought, man, they had a great season last year. They're just going to build up on top of that. And then, man, just... I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Hull had, like, the second worst expected goal involvement in Championship last year, I think. Or at least it was bad. So you'd expect United to come out playing well, but they did not look good at all. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on my phone. Put mob here. I'm gonna see what the like expected goal involvement was because at 4 o'clock. Oh, man, that fan is just. I'm gonna see here. I'm trying to look it up right now. The game was at 4:30, so I haven't had too much of a chance to watch the full highlights of it, but just like the quick stuff. United had 1.8 expected goal involvement. Yeah, but I mean, losing 2-0 first game is crazy to a team that just got promoted. That's some wild stuff. But yeah, Singar, sorry. I'm still waiting because they still got a really good fixture next. So I think we're still going to be okay. But if you're looking at Brentford, Sangare is a player I think would be huge to get at $5.5 million. I just think he would just be such a good pickup. If you're looking at to enable bringing in someone more expensive or just bench boosting too. Who just messaged me? But yeah, I think they're a great option. Or I think he's a great option. He'd be the one to go for. Maybe get in a defender there, but Leeds away, Sunderland at home, Bournemouth away. That's what I go for. Brighton pumping the brakes for a little bit. They got Leeds and Coventry after that, but Chelsea next. Coventry City, I'm not going to touch anybody on that. Although, come game week 3, that's a great run of fixtures. Maybe you do pick somebody up. They do not look happy after that defeat. All right, Everton, nope. I'm looking at just strictly run of fixtures, Leeds. I do think grabbing a defender from Leeds, even though like a defender switch at this point is so early, I don't like making defenders. I don't like switching in and out defenders too often, personally. That's why it's so nice to have like someone like an Arsenal defender or a Liverpool defender because you don't got to touch nothing. But let's see Leeds here. Never in my life. I do think there's some good players to pick. James Justin, is just so nice to hear his name again. He was such a big player for me back a while ago, but I still think Muharmovic is the one to pick. Oh. Or Rodon. I think that getting a Leeds defender in would be good. So Leeds defender, Sangare from Brentford, getting someone from Liverpool. We'll see how they do today. I want to see what Liverpool look like. Not today, tomorrow. I want to see what Liverpool look like tomorrow and then go from there. Because looking at that run of fixtures, it just looks too good going from Nottingham Forest, although they did look good today. Ipswich, Fulham, Bournemouth. That just screams hallelujah. So getting someone from that would be nice. It's just who we're going to go with. Obviously, there's big talk on Szoboszlai, on Wirtz, on is Isak going to be worth it. Man, Sangare looks so good. And the cap wasn't open again. So you pick somebody up like Sangare, maybe you'll be able to like wait to see what Liverpool look like, and that'll force you to get Isak coming in. But man, you look solid. United better do something against Ipswich. If they lose to Ipswich at home, that dude ain't never cutting his hair. Then you got Newcastle, see what they do. Spurs, I don't want to touch anyone from Tottenham right now. I don't think. The only thing from Tottenham I'm doing is listening to Adele. Everything else, I don't want to touch no defender. I don't know why I brought in Kinski. I don't know why. Richarlison, I don't want to even go near. I don't want anything to do with Tottenham right now. Nothing. Other than Adele. Sunderland, yeah. Bournemouth. I really want to see what Kluivert looks like going forward too. Those right now are my top transfer targets. Right now, I think there's probably some other really good ones that I'm missing, but as of right now, that's who I'm looking for after the first real game week of the season, or first real game day of the season. I saw some top player retain more than $10 million, and they only chose low tier player before game week 1. Is it a good strategy? I do not like holding that much money in the bank. I guess in one sense it's nice because if Isak comes out and plays well tomorrow. Or like even right now, seeing Thiago, even though he missed his pen, seeing how good Brentford looked today, maybe like, you know what, now I can have a lot of money to spend. Or if you didn't have Bruno, if you didn't have Holland, but I don't like that strategy at all. I'm not a big fan. My biggest way to play, I don't know. I don't like I don't like having that much money in the bank at the beginning of the season. I get the strategy, but it's just not for me. Everybody has their own strategy. Everybody has what works. That ain't mine. That ain't mine. Never in my life. Man, everybody out here celebrating game week 1. All right. Any questions, comments? Get them in. But yeah, I don't think so. I think, again, Sangari looks too good right now. I'm curious to see what Anderson looks like tomorrow. If he doesn't look... if him or City really disappoint me tomorrow, I would definitely think about making that switch to Sangari and saving a little bit of money because I think that he looked that good, and Brentford's fixtures do look that good. Outside of that, I don't know any other switches I would make right now. Maguire, I'm still going to hold off a little bit just because he's playing Ipswich next. But yeah, questions, comments, get them in. Question, comment. Let's see here. I'm going to go through everybody right now and see what happened. We're going to talk about every game while I wait for some... Not wait, but if you have any questions, comments, get them in. Get them in. I only got about like 15 more minutes on the stream because I got to get some things done today. All right, let me see if this shows on my screen. Arsenal, Coventry City. Quick recap from what I saw. Calafiore looks incredible. Benjamin White comes off. And he says, hey, by the way, I'm still really good. Balled out. Tzolis looking like a player at $6.5 million that I would want on my team every single time. Saka still a stud, even though he's coming off of I think he came off an injury a little bit. Defenders look really good for Arsenal as always. Why did I leave fixtures here? Sorry. Odegaard looked good. Arsenal's looked class. Again, it was Coventry City, so I'm kind of holding the break off. Should I transfer? I would not transfer Bruno out right now. No. I would not transfer him out. Let me see. I want to see what his heat map and everything look like today. 0.3 under his expected. Let me see here. Foot mob. I want to look at what his heat map looked like, but I would not transfer Bruno yet. He still has such a good run of fixtures. From my experience when it comes to United players, it's especially when it comes to the premium players. Ooh, got a little bit tingling in my hand. I would play the patient game. They're not going to return every week. Everyone's going to have bad games. And honestly, from what I was hearing from United's camp going into the season, is I was kind of a little optimistically cautious. I don't know the right way to put this, but I was a little bit concerned with some of the things I was hearing about fitness or who was going to start. I wasn't sure how well they're going to start the season, but I looked at that and I said, well, they have to do well, right? They look too good to not do well. So I'm going to pump the brakes on Bruno. I'm going to give it some time. Let me see here. I'm trying to pull up his heat map for us here. I don't know if this is the nicest thing to do on the stream here, but I'm doing it anyway. Not him. But I still think Bruno's going to be okay. His heat map was all over the place. That's what he does. That's a lot of red, but it's a little bit deeper than I would like, I guess. But overall, that looks nice. 102 touches, crazy. 0.07 expected goals, not the best. 0.3 expected assists. Passes look good. I don't know if you guys can even see this. Oh, you can't see this. Perfect. I would hold the brake on him. And then we look at some shots outside the box on target. And that was a regular play. So none of those were off of a set piece. And that was right to the keeper too. So he's getting a couple shots in, a little deeper than what I would like, but he's definitely capable of making those from outside the box. Let me see if I can find his passing real quick. Boom, boom. I can't see any passes, dang it. Okay. I need to figure this out later. But he still looked okay. I'm okay with him. Let's see. I'm gonna look what Mbuemo looked like here. Really hot on the edge of the box. Most touches inside the opposition box. Took the most shots in Mbuemo. Whoa! He had 0.7 expected goal involvement. All right. Well, Mbuemo looked pretty good. This is FootMob. FootMob.com. This is what I like to do. Obviously, I like to look at the game, but it's just as the most important part. But the stats, this is where I go to. Okay, he had the most touches in the opposition box. Took the most shots with 4 shots. This is what his shots look like right here. I think you can see it on my screen. I might try to duck out of the way a little bit because I think I might be blocking it. Let me see here. I'm gonna turn to the side in case I'm blocking this. Okay. First shot, 13 minutes in. Good location. Again, this is not watching film. This is just watching this. I'm gonna watch the film later, but I don't want to get copyright strike, so I can't watch the film here. So I'm gonna just turn to the side. Here, Tim Howard looking pretty strong there, man. All right, .22 expected goal on target. All right, good placement. 35th minute, did not put it on target. 76th minute, put it over. 78th minute, put it on target. Still pretty good off a fast break. First one was regular play off a fast break there. 4 DEFCON. So, okay, and Bueno, honestly, he got a 6.7 on there. I don't really care about that stuff, to be honest. I need to go watch the highlights, but as far as his shots and where he was taking shots at, where his heat map looked at, and Bueno still looked good. He still looked really good. I forgot what I was going to go. 6 DEFCON for Bruno. So I'm still happy with Bruno. I still think he's going to be perfectly fine. I think Mbeumo is going to be fine just based off of that. Rashford got 45. Mbeumo got 90. Let's see what Matheus Cunha looked like. All over the place. Oh, Lord. He was moving. Dang. That looked like a high-intensity mover out there, man. 44 touches. Point. All right, well, 0.45 expected goal involvement here. Really good passing. 3 shots, all of them were in the box. That's what you love to see for Acuna. How many minutes did he get again? 80? Okay. So 14th minute, put one, looked like right at the keeper's feet off a regular play. Left foot, and then a right-footed attempt in the 66th minute. Regular play was blocked by a defender, it looks like. And inside his, all right, I got to see this one. Because he was into 6. I don't know if this is fun. If this is good, if this is good stream, please let me know. Because I'm just I've never done this before and just kind of like dove this deep into people's stats. But I'm having fun with it. Let me know if this is fun for y'all. But I like this. Also, I got to text my girlfriend real quick. Because I don't are working. But I like doing this. All right, 44 touches. So his shots, 3 of them inside the box. 1 of them was off a header from a corner inside the 6 that he put over. I didn't see the play, but you would expect him to put that on target at least. But I'm assuming it was kind of more of like he had to reach for it. 1 shot on target, came from inside to 18. Left foot, put it right to the keeper's feet, it looked like. Overall, not too bad. 0.45 expected goal involvement. Pretty good. Hope for a little bit better against this team, but there we go. Luke Shaw. Dang, he got hired to pitch. Last year, I think he had like 1 assist. He didn't do too well. If you like this, feel free to subscribe, like the stream, anything, all that. Or if you have comments, things I could do better, please let me know. Luke Shaw created the most chances. I like that. 0.26 goal involvement. He had 4 DEFCON, not the greatest. No shots, but created some really good chances here, and I like that. All right. I think that's really most of the people I want to see here because I don't know if I want to pick up anybody from Hull. Although I do want to see Ajayi real quick because he played well. Oh, my gosh! 0.81. He had 1 shot. All right. And 7 DEFCON. Okay, then. All right. So that was United. Let's look at some other matches here. Back to the Prem. I'm trying to pick out who I think is going to be a good player to pick up. We just talked about the Brentford game and how good I think Sangaria looked. We can talk about him again if you want. United players are trapped at the beginning of the season traditionally. Honestly, yeah. Now, I mean, looking back at it, now that you say that, looking back at it, I think most of the time it's been either like right after that Champions League, that like Christmas break or like Christmas run of fixtures, right after that is when it gets a little hectic. When they really pick it up. Happened with Rashford back in the day when Bruno first came into the squad. Happened last season. That's a really good pick, but man, they just look so... The run of fixtures looked so good. How could you say no? Whoa, look at that. 0.4 expected goal involvement from Tottenham and 4 from Brentford. That is an absolute mollywhopping. That is crazy. All right, let's look at some of the players here. I talked about Sangare here, so I'm going to pull him up. Heat map, not the greatest, but he still got into box quite often. Made some good runs up top. 0.4 expected goal involvement, but he had like 13 DEFCON. 1 shot inside the 18, locked. Janelle looked really good. Man, he was everywhere. Holy shnikes. He got in the box a little bit. 0.7 expected goal on target. So 0.5 expected goal involvement. He had regular play, 2 shots. I don't know if there's anybody else I really want to talk about from this game. I already talked about Brentford a lot. I guess I could look at Thiago because he's one that we could do. There's nobody from Tottenham that I want. There's nobody from Tottenham that I would want right now. I don't think... I just got to look up Thiago real quick. There he is. He missed a pen, so obviously that's going to hurt. His expected goal involvement is going to be high because he took a pen. So, took a pen, hit the post in the 55th minute, and then had a shot inside, right outside the 6 that he put wide off a regular play. And that's all he had. He had 2 shots. Honestly, a little disappointing. He could have come away with a lot of points if he would have obviously hit that penalty. He could have come away with maybe some bonus from there. But honestly, only 2 shots is kind of disappointing. In a game that they absolutely dominated in, they controlled everything moving forward. I am surprised that he didn't have more shots. Mikey Moore now. Now, Mikey Moore, you're 19 years old. You had some really good looks. There was a couple moments. There's probably like a 5-10 minute span in this game where I kept hearing Mikey Moore's name, and he looked like he got in some really good attacking positions. So I'm not excited, but I'm curious to see what it looks like. 0.3 expected goal involvement. All from that same spot, bro. His training this week is going to be all from that same spot. I'm going to duck to the side a little bit. I'm going to move my chair to the side a little bit. I'm just going over, side note, if everyone's here, if you're new here, I'm going over all the games. I'm breaking down heat maps, shots, goal involvements, DEFCON, and I'm trying to figure out who we need to bring in for this next week. Right now, I'm at about 20 some odd points with 5 to go, including a captain on Holland. So I'm in an all right spot. But if you have any questions, you want me to look at your team, throw them in here right now. We're diving in everybody. Mikey Moore, all from right here. Right at the keeper's feet. Right at the keeper's feet. I mean, yeah, that one was a good placement. I think he pushed that one out. The keeper did. But all here. Also, side note, I want to go back to... Oh, no, actually, we're going to go back to the second. But yeah, Mikey Moore has some really good looks here, playing on the wing, but I don't want anyone from Tottenham. I don't want anyone from Tottenham. All right, next match we're going to do... So we've already done the... We haven't done Arsenal yet. We could do that. We've already done United. We've done Brentford. I'm going to go into Arsenal next because we haven't talked about them yet, because I know there's going to be a lot of players that we want to bring in here. So I'm going to go dive into this a little bit. Okay. So, a little less than 2 expected goal involvement, or expected goals from Arsenal. Man, they had a ton of shots. 20 total shots, 6 on target. Odegaard played really well. He might have been man of the match. Yeah, he was man of the match. I don't think he's the one that I bring in, but ooh, I like that. I don't think he's the one I want to bring in, but how much DEFCON did he have? 8 DEFCON. Let's see how Saka looked in his 68 minutes. He's so good, man. I've been such a Saka supporter for years, but he's doing really well getting up the pitch. He had 0.72 expected goal involvement. That's what I like to see. That's huge. 3 shots in the box, 7 DEFCON. So if he plays more minutes, he would have gotten a lot higher. I mean, 7 DEFCON in 68 minutes. I like that. You look at this. Steve, what's up, man? How you been doing? How's your first week of the season been going? And I'm sorry about Tottenham, bro. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what you guys need to fix, but something's got to give. All right, these are the shots for Saka today. Off of the corner, not expected to make that shot. What a high corner coming in from Brentford. Great location. Great save by Kinski, but man, I hate. Side note, I'm looking at some of the highlights from Tottenham right now. I hate when a keeper makes a great save and you see all the players defending kind of just sitting there watching the ball and not even caring. But hey, way to beat her. Way to crash the net there, Singari. Anyway, sock off the fast break. We saw that one. That was most of his expected goal involvement. Right foot, regular play. Okay. So really it was that one goal that got him his expected goal involvement pretty dang high. The other ones were not so good, but he was there. Touches inside the opposition box, 6. I like that. He's good. Okay. Ben White looked really good. 1 assist. He had 0.4 expected goal involvement. Most touches in the game goes to Ben White. Salute. 90 minutes played. 0.4 expected goal involvement. That's so high for a defender. One shot, one block shot. Came in, what was it off of? Left foot. Blocked. All right. 5 DEFCON, 2 bonus points. Not bad for Ben White. I don't know how long he's going to start there. I need to see how long Timber's going to be there, but reckon Zolis is unlucky not to get more. 100%. I don't know how he didn't get more. He looks so good in this game. I don't know how he didn't. Let's pull him up right now. Now that you bring him up, let's talk about it. Side note, if you look at his past, we're going to do that right now. We're going to dive deep into him because there's going to be a lot of people debating whether to bring this guy in. He looks so good, like eye test wise. So now we're going to break down his stats. He passed the eye test last season for Club Brugge in Belgium. He had 17 goals and 23 assists. That's 40 goal involvements in 34 matches. Or 34 starts. 40 goals in 34 matches. That's crazy. That being said, obviously it's a pro league, it's not the Premier League. But still, the season before that, 25 goal involvements in 35. And then in Bundesliga, or I guess it was for Dusseldorf, 28 goal involvements. He knows how to get involved in the game, right? So look at that. You're like, okay, but can he do it in the Prem? Obviously, he has a good start in the Prem. Most touches inside the opposition box. That's what you like to see. Steve, not great. Bruno, Captain Blank. I don't know. I don't get how he blanked in that game. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know how United did it. My ADHD is going everywhere. Back to Zolis, real quick. 52 touches. Most touches inside the opposition box. I love that. I want my wingers to get inside the box. And he had the most shots. What more could you want? Goal. All right. 76 minutes played. He had 0.3 expected goal involvement. Okay. You'd expect a little bit more based off that heat map and based off of most touches inside the box. But hey, 0.3 not bad. Especially considering it's his first not real game, but his first Premier League match with Arsenal. So you're like, okay, give him some time to develop with the squad. He gonna get there. He's clearly the number one choice at left wing. No, ain't nobody else gonna take it. Let's look at his shots right now. Shot selection. Let's zoom in a little bit more here. Shot selection. 5th minute right foot. Missed it by a mile. Just getting into the Premier League. 8th minute inside to 18. Looks like it was decent location. Left footed off a corner. Good save, it looks like. Oh, whoops. 61st minute, so he went a good while without taking another shot. But then he goes and same thing again. Regular play, right-footed shot, blocked by, I'm assuming, by a defender. Yeah, blocked by a defender. He took 4 shots. One of them was outside the box, and the one that was right there. He put it off the corner, attempt save. So he had off a corner, regular play, and he had 6 DEFCON. Most touches inside the box, 6 DEFCON in, 70 minutes? Something like that. I like that. Heat map looks good. For his first game with Arsenal, I think it looks really good. I am a fan of how he looked. I'm going to watch more highlights again this weekend, but he is definitely one that I would look at more moving forward, especially considering he's on the same side as Calafiore. I think those two are going to be really good teaming up and putting together some really nice stuff. Even that Calafiore assist was off of Tizzola's steal, I guess. Yeah, steal. Took the ball away, went right to Calafiore, goal. So he looks good, man. I like him. Louis Skelly, David Raya, Declan Rice, Gabriel. Gabriel had 4 DEFCON. Try to see if there's anybody else from Arsenal we want to look at. As they didn't play enough to really look at. All right, who else should we look at? Anybody else from Arsenal we want to look at? I guess we can look at Calafiore real quick, and then we'll move on to the next game. Are you supposed to know me from somewhere? No. No, I ain't nobody, bro. I am just a man who is in his garage with, less than 1,000 subscribers. I am just a random dude. Just a random dude from California. All right. Calafiore here. 24 years old. All right. 35 touches. Heat map. I would like that to get a little bit higher up, but that's all right. 0.13 expected goal involvement. I mean, I would like that to be a little bit higher, but he still got an assist. How much DEFCON did he have? 5 DEFCON, 1 shot outside the box. And it was blocked by a defender. Not the best stats. Not the best heat map. But eye test, he looked good. He looked good. 35 touches, 1 inside the box, 1 pass into the final third. 5 DEFCON. Yeah, he looks good, man. I like him a lot. All right. Arsenal done. I wish you would know me from somebody. Dang. I wish I was somebody. Oh, to be somebody. Actually, I don't know if I want to be somebody. Well, I just want to be me. All right, sorry. I don't want to be cool. I just want to be me. That's an old school Chance the Rapper song. Jeez. All right. Hull United. We talked about that. Everton, Crystal Palace. We could talk. I want to go to Leeds first. All right. I got a few more minutes. If you like this stream, feel free to comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, Bruno Capsi blank. That one hurts. That one hurts, man. DCL with the yellow. All right, let's look at some players. Let's look at DCL, shall we? He took the joint most shots. Okay. Heat map, he really didn't do too much inside the 18, as much as I would like for him to do. But he's kind of a poacher. He's kind of like a Chicharito, where he's just going to just be hovering around. Ball's going to come his way. Boom! Goal. I don't expect him to be like Harry Kane, where he's dropping back and getting involved, or like starting to play, getting assists. He's just going to be in the box. He's going to be sitting there waiting for a cross. Goal. That's kind of his game. 0.13 expected goal involvement, not the best. Terrible passing, 5 for 14. Oh, this does not look good. Heat map doesn't look good. Like I do not want my striker having more pretty much outside the attacking third than inside. 0.13 goal involvement, 5 for 14 passes, 1 shot off target, 2 block shots, 4 passes in the final third. Okay, 2 touches inside the box. Not what I want, but again, he's like a Chicharito. If you all remember him, he's just gonna be around. He's gonna take shots. This shot's crazy from here. Taking 1 inside the box there. 0.09 expected goal involvement. Got blocked off a regular play. This one here was just, I remember this one. He just kind of forced it. He wanted to get a shot up. Took the shot. Did not go too well. But, honestly, I'm still gonna be patient with him. I still think he's a stud. I think he's still, with that run of fixtures, I still think he's going to be a guy you want on your team. I still like him. Make sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. If you want me to look at your team, put your team code or your FPL ID, whatever it is, that number in your URL, put that in the chat, and I'll pull it up here. All right. Looking at some more players from Harry Wilson to see how he looked. Got subbed off in the 66. 0.02 expected goal involvement. Terrible. 2 touches inside the box. Had a goal that was wiped out to offsides. 2 DEFCON. Not a good start to the season for him. You know who I do like, though? Trafford, bro. James Trafford. This guy is nice. I like him a lot. He is a dude. He is a dude. All right. The big talk about, too, as far as defenders, because they still have a good run of fixtures, is which defender to go to. All right. Muharovic or Rodon? I was going Rodon because I liked him, but 8 DEFCON for Rodon, and for Tarek we got, how much DEFCON do we get? 7. Muharovic. That's who I'd probably go with. Yeah, DCL needs perfect service, 100%. He's such a frustrating one because he's one of those strikers to me, going back to DCL real quick, he's one of those strikers that, like, if he has really good players around him, you'll be like, oh, he played well. He came away with a couple goals. If he's not doing that, he's just, where is he? What is he doing? I'm honestly not the biggest DCL fan personally, but I do think for FPL, for that price, he's worth it. But he's just one of those guys that the ball's got to be right there. You got to be like, silver platter, here you go. He's not going to create much for you. I think even if you look at his past, I'll look at his past right now. I don't think his expected goal, like, his assists have ever been, like, too crazy. The most assists he's gotten in a season has been 6, and that was in 2017 for Everton. Outside of that, the most assists he's ever gotten is 2. 2. This is the assist DCL has had. I feel like I'm running a smear campaign. I got him on my squad, and I feel like I'm running a smear campaign on him. Look at this. His assists are from 2018 on. 2, 1, 0, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. He averages for his career 0.07 assists per 90. Now, I don't expect... He's like... Again, he's a striker. He is a striker. He is a put me in front of goal coach, and I'm going to put that ball away striker. So I'm not expecting him to... Just going back to that point of... He needs someone to deliver a perfect service for him, or to at least like say, hey, DCL up there somewhere, I'm going to throw it up and see what happens. That's what we need from DCL. And I do think Leeds have good players where they can do that. I think that they have good enough players. You look at this team. Harry Wilson, Aronson, Stoch, I think James Justin, I think they have good enough players to be able to do that for them. They just didn't do that this game, which is a little upsetting. What? Is he not? Oh, no. Sorry. My buddy, I think, got benched today. Oh, boy. I got to figure out what's happening. I do not like when my buddy gets benched. Anyway, I do think he has that play. You know who I like, too, from this game? I think Murillo looked really good. Milenkovic looked good. And Igor Jesus looked really good. Jesus took 3 shots, had .26 goal involvement. But honestly, like... Nottingham Forest didn't play as well as I would have liked them to, but they still played well. Gibbs White and Ndoye, I think they're really good. They're going to figure it out. They didn't play the best today. Sorry, I don't know why he got benched today. Trying to do that at the same time. I think he's going to be one that I want on my team. I really liked him today. 3 shots inside the box. That header looked good. Or one of these headers, I was like, man, this one right here. Just put wide. He got a great place. He just couldn't put it on frame. But he should have done better with that. And you look at their run of fixtures here. I didn't pick them up early because I just thought that their run of fixtures were just too hard to start. Because then they got Liverpool. today. Actually, you know what? It's not that bad. Tottenham definitely don't look like somebody I'd fear. Aston Villa, sure. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why he's not starting. It's really pissing me off. Yeah, they have Liverpool next week, which is tough. Tottenham don't scare me. Villa, sure. Then Coventry, Crystal Palace didn't look too good today, and Arsenal. So I think Gibbs White is somebody I'm probably going to switch in for DCL. Or not Gibbs White. Igor Jesus. Jesus. He's the same price. I think I'm probably going to bring him in if DCL doesn't look good next week. Because I know they got Brighton, then Newcastle, and Crystal Palace. But if he doesn't look good, I'm probably going to switch him out for Jesus. All right, enough of that. Any other games we should look at before I call it a stream? Oh, man. All right. Questions, comments, want me to look at your team, all of that. If not, I'll probably see you tomorrow, but I'm also going golfing, so I don't know if I'll be able to get back in time. Let's see. I looked at Arsenal match. I looked at Hull versus United. Shout out Hull. I want to give Hull their flowers. I talked all about how United were poor and how United didn't do well. I got to give Hull their flowers. Well done. Great game. You look at that. I think there's a couple of plays I saw where McBurney looked really good, too. Look him up. McBurney did not do too well, stat-wise. But yeah, shout out Hull City. You guys really put on for your city, man. I put on for my city. I put on for my city. All right. Ipswich, Sunderland, and Everton, Crystal Palace. These are the last two I'm going to look at here. All right, bring up my chat. If you like this, please feel free to subscribe, like all that. Oh, okay, we got some IDs here. Let's go. All right. Who running it? Is it Stacy? Let me look at these stats real quick to see if there's anybody I really like. Expected goal involvement, Emerson. Oh, dang, all right then. 0.5 for Enciso. Emerson looked good. Ooh, maybe he's the one to look at. Boom, boom. Goal from right there. But all of that was from one shot. Granit Xhaka, crazy to see him back again. All right, I'm going to go look at some of these teams because I told you I would. All right, let me look at these teams here. We got 3, 5, 6, 3, 0, 5, 0. I need to look at some of these Hull fan watch. I really haven't seen much from United because, again, the game was at 4 o'clock in the morning for me. All right, here. Ryan goal. Ooh, a triple Arsenal defense. I like that. It's going to pay off. I'm taking this hat off. It will be way too hot up in this thing. Okay. Triple Arsenal defense. Guehi. Let's see what Guehi. I love Guehi. I think he's a stud, but not one that I think I would put. Gibbs White. Next week is going to be tough with Liverpool, but hold. I'm curious to see what Enzo does. Is he going to get enough DEFCON? Well, Fulham and Brighton. I think the team Tarkovsky. Do you bench boost? Oh, that would have been huge. Having Tarkovsky there is nice. I like this team a lot. I think Aronson is something I don't know if I would have on my squad. I would look at bringing in Sangare personally. I'm really curious to see how Enzo does. I really want to see what Chelsea do. They have Morgan Rogers, who's new. Joao Pedro looks great. Cole Palmer, is he going to get back to where he used to? Now they got now they got Morgan Rogers. Maybe he has a little bit more freedom. I'm really curious to see what Chelsea do this year, attacking-wise. Is Enzo going to get a lot of assists? I'm really tired. Please get, but I'm really curious about Enzo here. I don't think I would have Anderson long term. I'd probably swap him out. How much is he? 5.5. I'd probably swap him out for Sangari personally, Tarkovsky, or even just put Harry Wilson in there. I like Harry Wilson. Or just swap Harry Wilson in. I don't know. That's a tough one. Everything else I like. Marmouche, didn't he just get sold to Tottenham? Let me see here. I thought I saw something about Marmouche leaving. Yeah, Marmouche might be going to Tottenham, so I do not like this at all. I don't like that at all. He's the one that would have to go. What is he, 7 mil? If he does go, and I don't want anything to do with Tottenham, like I said earlier, I'd probably go Igor Jesus instead of Marmouche. That's what I would do. Save a little bit of cash. Or if you have it, go up to... No, I'd go Jesus. Igor Jesus. But that's probably where I'm looking at. And I'm really curious to see what Enzo does. If he looks like he's going to be really solid, he's going to contribute a lot to this Chelsea team, great freaking pickup. So for me, it's Aronson and Marmouche. Marmouche being numero uno. Sorry, bringing up the chat again. Guehi might not start, so it's like Guehi might not start. Marmouche looks like he's out. Aronson, not my favorite. So those are like the biggest like fires you got to put out pretty soon. I like the triple Arsenal defense, but watch tomorrow's City match. If Guehi doesn't start, or if I don't know, whatever reason, what a stupid move to do there. And a terrible. Anyway, watch for Guehi because he's a lot of cash. He's like what, 6 mil? Yeah. For someone I'm not sure is going to start. Over to Hill Bill. All right, last one here, and I got to call it a stream. 1139313. You tried to overhead there? That's crazy. All right. I don't know what happened to the screen there. I'd be way too much into the screen. I got to see if I can move this to the side. Maybe that's better. All right. O'Reilly, I do like that pick. White, great pick. Kinski, I don't know why we went with some Tottenham keepers. I don't know why we went with those keepers, but we did. Let's see. Sorry, I just got a text again. My HD be going everywhere. All right. Subaslide, Verts. Oh, you want both? I'm going to make both of them. Interesting. A lot of people were saying which one to get. You said, screw it, I'm going to get both of them. Honestly, not bad. I'm assuming you're going to be bench boosting next week because I saw DCL on your bench here. Like, Subaslide is a great player, DEFCON guy. Verts looks like he's really starting to figure out this new manager, or is liking this new manager. Yeah, I did the same thing. Just get a 4.5 mil keeper and hope he ticks along sometimes. Bench boost 2. Yeah, okay. So you are bench boosting 2. Then I like it. I like the Subaslide and Verts. And Buemo I think is going to be perfectly fine. We looked at his stats earlier. It looked great for the game. Just didn't pull off anything, at least stats-wise. I didn't watch the game yet. I think this is a solid freaking team. My biggest question mark right now is Foden. I am so excited because I think that he is going to be playing more this season. And I think we're going to be seeing the Foden that we've been talking about for every year in FPL as long as I've been playing on. This is his year. And he's only had like one of those years. But Phil Foden, I'm curious to see what the lineup looks like tomorrow. I'm curious to see how much he plays. I'm curious to see how involved he gets. Foden looks like one of those guys I think is going to be... I don't know. Sorry, I'm watching the Crystal Palace Everton match right now. Oh, we got to put that away. What's that? When your manager comes out and says Phil Foden is one of our guys and one of our most pivotal players, it's either one of two things. From my experience playing all the sports I played, it's either the coach. Oh, Mateta's got to put that away. All right, I'm going to go look at the Crystal Palace game here, too. You're either looking at this guy needs to step it up because I think he can be that guy, which is great because then he says, I believe in you. Or, no, he looks this good that he's going to be playing that much. Either way, it's a great sign for him, and I'm really curious to see if he does deliver. Because if the coach or if the manager does love him that much, run it up. It's a big punt, but the thing is, at $7 million, if he comes out this game, starts and gets a goal, his price is going to skyrocket. He is going to go to the freaking moon. He's going to be so highly selected. He's going to be probably the number one guy to bring in if he looks good. I know if was a fifth, we'd all be lit. But if he does, just with that name Phil Foden, we've loved him for a long time on a team like City. Watch out. That could be a huge pick. Game week 2, I like it. I think I probably roll. I want to wait and see what happens in that City match tomorrow. And then, some Ipswich highlights. Great take. Terrible defending there. Nice play. But I like this team. I'm curious to see what both Szoboszlai and Wirtz look like. So I want to see what these three middies here look like. Szoboszlai and Wirtz, I want to see how they play in this new system. What a shot. And then I want to see how Foden's involved with this new manager. I like this team, especially for a bench boost. Let's see how it looks. All right, last thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to call it a stream. If you like this stream, feel free to subscribe. It just gives me more excuse to keep streaming. All right, let's look at some of these plays here. I want to see, most importantly here, Ndiaye at 0.6 goal involvement. Love that. Most touches inside the box and most chances created. Ndiaye is a stud. A stud. Look really good. 12 DEFCON. Oh my gosh. Wow. Maybe Ndiaye is one I need to look at. Let's look at this. It's just me and you, my love. At $6 million. He's only $6 million. He's got Bournemouth, United, Tottenham. Ooh! Let's talk about him. Let's talk about Dewsbury Hall. Let's talk about Ndiaye. Ndiaye, 61 touches. Heat map looks pretty good. 0.3 expected goal involvement. 3 shots, 1 goal. That 1 goal was nasty too. All from regular play. I'm getting tired. I need some food. Leeds do look super solid. I think a big part of Leeds looking super solid is one, I do like their defenders are good, their shaping is good, but that keeper is just so nice. I think he just is an absolute exclamation point for that defense. I'm not saying Leeds are going to get a crazy amount of clean sheets, but they look good. And Ndiaye here. Okay, let's look at this. Heat map. Not as... Oh, a lot of green in that box, baby. Most chances, most touches inside the box. 0.6 expected goal involvement. 12 DEFCON. Holy shnikes, get him on my team now. If Anderson doesn't look good, it's Ndiaye or it's Sangare, but it's probably Ndiaye. League code is up here. Why am I so far? Oh, I think I pushed it the wrong way. See if I can turn this screen a little bit. I cannot. And I might have made it way worse. That might be better. Okay. League code is up there. It's TWK023. And they also signed that Swiss fullback Helvetti, super attacking. I really like Leeds right now. I might have made this green screen worse. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it looks all right. Except I'm way off. Do I need to be like all the way over here? Am I scooting the wrong side? But yeah, I was really happy about Leeds' defense. Now it's just can they develop the enough attacking play here? Baby girl. All right. Ndiaye looks really nice, man. I think Ndiaye is my #1 player I'd bring in. Just based off of that, I went the wrong way. I need to go this way. I think this will be better. Welcome to the league, man. It's always great to have new people in the league. Appreciate everyone showing up. Any last questions, comments, get them in. I'm going to call a stream here pretty soon. It is hotter than a mug inside my garage. Questions, comments, get them in. Subscribe, get them in. All that bouginess. Oh, man, I'm sweating. I don't know if y'all can see it on my face. I be sweating. Let's see here. Joe Rogan experience. I like that. That's good. I'm just going to do a little bit of wrapping up here because I got to get some stuff done today, including bringing my cat to the vet. Appreciate everybody showing up. I'm going to still stream for a little bit. I'm just going to wait for some chats to come in because, ooh, what a save! Oh, and then he puts it away anyway. Wow, I'm watching a whole City versus United match right now. An absolute... Oh, man. That first goal. Look at them, everybody jumping up and down like crazy. I do not like those jerseys, though. And off of a set piece, that's just a brilliant header. An absolutely brilliant header there. Terrible marking. Let him get goal side of you. But anyway, appreciate everyone showing up. I'm going to keep doing this all the time. So if you like this, like, comment, subscribe, all that bull crap. And I'm going to be back hopefully tomorrow, if not next week. If not middle of the week. All right, Ndiaye, Stoch, Sangare, Zolas, Szoboszlai would be my top midfielders going forward. And then go heavy in defense and attack. I 100% agree. I don't think there's any need to get... Oh, shoot. And Mbuemo was in. Oh, good save. We got to put that away. And Mbuemo. Yeah. I do think, for me, Ndiaye's... My top 3 targets right now are all midfielders, and they're all cheap ones. Ndiaye... Zolas and Sangare. They're so good. And they're so cheap for FPL. They're so good that you can invest other places. But I am very excited about those 3. And Ndiaye is a stud. He was a stud last year, too. I think he put up big numbers last year, too, if I'm not mistaken. Why didn't I get him in my squad? I do not know. I think it's actually because he was linked to move. I had him in my squad at one point, but then I saw that he was linked to go to another club, and I was like, I'm going to hold off on him. 128 last year. I expected a little bit more from him, actually, to be honest. Ugh. All right. Questions, comments, get them in. If not, I will see y'all next week. Stock had 15 DEFCON. Oh, my gosh. Let's bring him up. Let's go back to that Leeds match, and then I'm done. Jeez, I got lost. Sorry, it's so freaking hot in here. Is it Stacy? All right, let's see here. All right, heat map is all over the place. I like it. 16 DEFCON. Whoa! Maybe he's the one I bring in. Look at all these really good options in midfield right now. 3 shots. Not the greatest expected goal involvement. Not the best passing at all. 17 for 31. I do not like that. All 3 of his shots are outside the box. I don't like that. This shot was... okay, before I talk about the free kick goal, right-footed from like, what, 20 plus, 25, 30 out? 25 out. Right foot from there. I think he had that off a free kick too. I think he was trying to be like Tony Cruz. He just put it a little bit high. And then this one here just slotted it perfectly. He scored from a .03 expected goal involvement. That's impressive. Now, he is on set pieces, and he is like, everybody kept talking about in the game how he is just that dude when it comes to set pieces. Very good. But, you know, James Ward-Prowse was kind of similar in that regards. I didn't like picking him up either unless he did something for me on open play. But 16 DEFCON, good night. Thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate everybody showing up. I got to head out of here. Take some time every day to make someone smile as always. And I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace. Wait, any last questions? Yeah, no, we good. All right, peace, y'all. That was fun. And what a way to start game week 1. Woo! My hair kind of fire right now. What the heck? I thought I'd be balding, but somehow my hair looking kind of good. Goal is a keeper error. 100% a keeper error. But honestly, going back to that goal real quick before I stop streaming, it 100% was a goalkeeper error, but he put